Trouble with relationships. So it's important to know, but when we are talking about borderline personality disorder specifically, we are more concentrating on a person's perception of how others see them, and and other people's perceptions of this person, and the person's perceptions of other people perceiving them. Relationships are typically centered on these extremes of how people view other people viewing them, and how a person is viewed by other people. It is the quintessential, I hate you, please don't leave. Unstable relationships marked by distrust, neediness, anxiousness, occupation with real and imagined abandonment, extreme idealizations of a person, have difficulty with intimacy because they are afraid of being hurt by another person, but at the same time they still want to be close to a person and have a normal relationship. They don't know how to properly express this, or feel like they can't express it due to the trauma they've been in the past. These people will tend to form loose, shallow relationships, or they might lean more towards promiscuity, where they have a lot of relationships where they have the feeling of intimacy without the emotional connection. You have to remember that psychology is a very normative field. Healthy non-monogamy is a little foreign to them. With autism, people can more just be recluse, or they might not be able to manage relationships the same way because of their differences in social communication and social levels. They may become exhausted by the ability to maintain relationships or maintain conversations with people, and they may need more time to be alone. When it comes to an autistic person's relationship and the relationships with autistic people, their struggles often come from an inability to find common ground with other humans. Their relationships can often be more based in common interests. Because of that, these relationships can sometimes seem more shallow from the outset. It is hard to judge intimacy. Autistic people may have issues with intimacy, particularly because there's a lot of things going on when you're having sex. Heart is racing, you're sweaty, it's hot, and it's kind of gross. And sex can just be very overwhelming. Discussions about sex being gross and kind of uncomfortable kind of turns the other party off.
I get what you're trying to do, but I don't need another boy. I just want the boy I want to want me.
Tell Jenna why the idea of getting intimate with her scares you.
It's not that I think you're gross. Sex is just physical and awkward to me. There's so much to think about, and it just seems so uncontrollable.
Look, it scares me too.
But if you really want to have sex...
Look, I just want to feel close to you. There are many other ways we can feel connected. I can show you.
A lot of times we don't know how to initiate intimacy, and we don't understand where certain physical touching is leading all the time. Like, one of my biggest hang-ups used to be, like, why can't we just cuddle? Like, you're kissing someone and you're making out, and it's just like, I don't really know if I want to have sex. And this can have an effect on their ability to be intimate. Hey, like being naked around someone, but not really want to have sex. And this would circle back to the issues with empathy and not being able to form these strong relationships with other people. May also be worried that if I say these things out loud and discuss with my partner these things, they're going to leave me because they're constantly feeling like they're walking on eggshells, wondering if they're going to mess up. And so much of the issues with autism and relationships deal with or stem from atypical communication styles. Ways to solve this is basically to be as open and as blunt and as frank with the person as you can. Get rid of all the awkwardness and ambiguity. Be as open with them as they would be with you.